Hello and welcome back to another episode of Dirt Cop Dual Sport. And we're going to be talking about the Dirt Cop Book Club. For January, I chose this book by Matthew Crawford called Shop Class as SoulCraft. And I had high expectations for this book. It was touching on some things that I've been thinking about and maybe things I could talk to my kids about, how they might choose their career in the future. And I was hoping this might be way to guide that conversation and to maybe talk about important things in education. And I was really interested in it. And, you know, it has some good recommendations. And overall, I found it terrible. I don't know what the hell he was trying to say. It had its ups and downs. There's a few good parts, but mostly it was just, it wasn't really about shop class being SoulCraft. It was more about this guy's life. And like as a trade, Matthew Crawford runs a motorcycle shop. He does repairs on different motorcycles, and you know that's interesting. And he has a PhD. Can't remember what school. It was a pretty prominent university that he got his PhD. I think it was in philosophy from. So I thought that was kind of a neat story about how he could, you know, step down from working in these political think tanks and become a motorcycle mechanic instead. So I was hoping it would be less his story and about him, and more about like the kinds of things like society asks of recent graduates, of kids these days, about whether they need, what kind of education they need. And mostly I just found his writing would have been a lot better distilled down into simpler terms. Maybe next book he writes, he should get his editor to buy every thesaurus in a 100-mile radius and burn it, because this guy did not find a simple word he couldn't replace with a bigger word. The only thing this guy's written besides this book was probably dissertation. So I see how he wants to use big words and stuff, but I don't think he was thinking about his reader or the kind of people who'd be picking up this book. Because I can tell you, it wasn't academics. You know, it was your basic people wondering if they made the right choices in life as far as career. It's just, you know, this book feels like it's aimed at people who are questioning their careers and questioning their education and maybe thinking about different ways they could have gone about with what they do as work and what work means to them. And he does touch on that, just not in a way that I found interesting. It took me the whole month. It was 200 pages. I probably could have read it in 2 days. I actually got stuck in SeaTac overnight, and that's where I read most of it. You know, I made sure this was the only book I had ready access to, so I was able to read most of it. And then I didn't read it for like 3 more weeks. And every time I read something else, I felt bad that I wasn't reading my book club book. Anyways, I'll give this 2 out of 5 stars. He did have some good points that were good, but mostly I didn't like it at all. So anyways, thanks for watching. But as I was reading it, I was kind of thinking, I should bookmark this excerpt to read it, to see how ridiculous this guy sounds. For instance, this sounds to me like being part of a clique of girls where one can commit a serious misstep without knowing it. The educational goal of self-esteem seems to habituate young people to work that lacks objective standards and revolves instead around group dynamics. What is he trying to say there? Both those things can be part of education. I don't know what he's getting at there. He did get a little bit better about writing more simple at the end, and I probably thought the last chapter was the best. Oh, here, what do we have? It posits an essential aloneness. An autonomous being is free in the sense that a being severed from all others is free. To guard oneself this way is to betray the natural debts we owe to the world and commit the moral error of ingratitude. For in fact, we are basically dependent beings, one upon another, and each want a world that is not of our making. That is the most pretentious crap I've ever read in a book. There's so many other books you can read that are better than this. I apologize for recommending it for my book club. If you read it and you liked it, let me know why in the comments. If you read it and didn't like it, also let me know in the comments. I like to hear why I'm right or why I might be wrong. I'm an open-minded person. So anyways, goodbye book. I'll put it in my little free library and hopefully never look at it again. So for February, though, we've got The Golden Spruce. This is by John Valent. It sounds really cool. It's about this golden spruce that was growing in British Columbia, and it was revered by the locals, not just like your local small town people, but by the natives that lived in this area. And this environmental activist cut it down. And it's apparently a very strange, crazy story. I've had this book for a long time. I'll put a link to it down below. Come along, read it with me, and hopefully it's a lot better than January's book read. Now, besides that, I will have a list of books coming out for the book club, one for each month. I hope you guys get a hold of it soon, and I hope you read along with me, and maybe the next few will be better than the stinker I chose for January. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Get to reading. Tell me if you're interested in this book. If you have any recommendations that maybe I can do an extra book or two throughout the year, let me know, and I'll talk to you later.